What up?
Welcome back to our channel.
My name is Oliver.
We are Simone and
No,
Oliver.
my name is Oliver.
Oh my God, it should be we are Simone and Oliver.
No,
And then you said
my name is Simone.
my name is Simone.
Did I say my name is Simone?
You just
Oh,
said
my name is Oliver,
and I'm Simone.
and welcome to the Williams family journey. That's how it goes, Simone. You can't just make something up.
We can make things up. We can
No.
switch it up.
No.
We could switch it.
No, you have to
We
be
say
consistent.
we
You
are
can't be switching
Simone
it.
and Oliver
No.
Williams.
My name is Oliver. You're Simone. Alrighty.
Okay.
Today's video, it's about our actually struggles,
No.
or our hurdle,
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah.
of finding a pediatrician.
Yes.
So I've been diving into our insurance, see what pediatricians are around, asking Simone to find some suggestions for pediatricians,
Yeah.
trying to link it to our insurance and try to find which one's convenient for us and which one we might go to.
Yep.
And there's some hurdles in
That's
I
what
guess,
we're here to talk about.
speaking with them.
Yeah.
And those hurdles is,
Before you say that, if you're returning to our channel,
Oh, yeah.
thanks for being here. If you're new, we are documenting our journey into parenthood. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If whatever we said, hits home to you, let us know. So yeah, thanks for those who will keep coming back. Thanks for rocking with us. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
yes, if you're on a pregnancy journey, please follow so I could follow you back, so I could follow you guys' journey.
Yeah. All right. So
Now intro. All right. Okay. So like I was saying, or beginning to say, we're looking for a pediatrician, and one hiccup that we've been running into is that a lot of the pediatricians do not take, or I'll say do not take babies outside of hospital birth.
born to outside the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, which is very weird.
Very weird.
So not only do I have to call these pediatricians, I have to tell them. I learned to tell them that the baby's not coming out from the hospital, and do you guys take the baby?
Yeah, basically, first question: do you take outside hospital baby? And then it's like no, yes, or whatever the
Or
case
whatever
is. Yeah.
contingencies that
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
with that.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's been a headache that I didn't expect.
Yeah, we mentioned in the past, like our midwives have been recommending a pediatrician. Some of them who might maybe take our insurance. Some of them were like really
No,
far
none
away.
of them, none. The one the midwives did, none of them took our insurance.
No, okay, none of them.
None of
took
them
our-
take insurance.
None of them take insurance, right? And then they're also very far away. So that's another thing. If you have a newborn, you don't want your doctor to be 30 minutes, 40 minutes drive here in LA because that could turn easily into an hour. So all of a sudden, like doing research, looking to our insurance, what kind of pediatrician we could possibly have around. And then to our surprise, it's like,
Yeah, a lot of them don't even take. They said like I'll ask them, do you take? When they ask me, okay, what hospital are you giving birth in? We say, no, it's a birth center. They're like, okay, let me see. Some of them even said, okay, we'll call you back and I'll tell you what the doctor said. They don't call me back. Some of them say, well, hang on, let me talk to someone. It's like it's a deal.
yeah, like it's so,
Yeah.
like it's not even something that I thought would have encountered.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, it's like, okay, so you had a home birth, so it means like everything went fine. Yeah, bring the baby.
I'll just say,
I'll just
here's
go-
a baby, boom.
Yeah,
That's
bring the
it.
baby. So that's been like,
Yeah, because the order of operations is you're at the hospital, you're giving birth, and while you're at the hospital, you tell them what pediatricians you want to be seen by. They contact them, and one of the pediatricians comes to check the baby when the baby's born. That's the order of operation.
wait, I don't think, no. I think you go home and they
No. The one I've been reading,
really.
when you're at the hospital, they ask or you tell them.
So what if, but then again, some said, what if that doctor's not affiliated with that hospital and they can't go?
Oh no, it's not. That is true. I don't know about that part,
Yeah.
but I know when I was reading some of their websites and stuff like that. A lot of them said when you're at the hospital giving birth, mention that you're with so and so pediatrics.
Yeah.
They will call them so they'll come to check the baby, not deliver the baby, but
Yeah.
to check the baby afterwards.
I mean, I would like to think that also maybe the hospital already has their own
No, no,
pediatrician.
no, no.
and
I'm
then,
not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you have a pediatrician in mind already,
Okay.
they will contact them to let them know that either you're giving birth or you could see them or whatever. Do the checkups.
Okay.
So you don't have to do it, but a lot of them I've read says mention them so there
Okay.
are no, so they could go there.
Okay. So that I kind of misunderstood that part. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So basically that's what's going on. We're like, we call and then they say, we call another place. They said they could take the baby after 10 days because, and we have to go to another pediatrician first who
For
will do
the initial
checkup.
Yeah.
And then we'll come to them with a transfer.
Yeah, we transfer to them with the paperwork.
So long story short, they don't take out of hospital birth. They still want you to go somewhere else, get your baby checked, and then bring the baby. And the reason why we were also even thinking about getting the baby checked, seeing a pediatrician right away, is because Oliver has all this plan that he wants to do for the baby, like account and stuff like that.
Not
So
even that. It's just that how to get the birth certificate.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you need a birth certificate, you need a social,
Yeah.
and then you need all the stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think here in California, I think other state, you might only need a midwife to sign, and then you get your
Yeah.
birth certificate.
I think that's that here, but what I've been seeing, it says pediatrician on it. I'm not sure if it's pediatrician/midwife.
Yeah, because I think someone else, when I mentioned, I was talking about it on my Instagram. Someone say, yeah, she had a home birth, and all she needed was a midwife signature, and then she got a birth certificate.
Yeah, so
But it
I'm not
seemed
sure
like-
if it's just delivery practitioner or whatever, deliverer practitioner or whatever.
Yeah.
But the paperwork I saw it just said pediatrician, so I'm
Pediatrician.
not sure if that pediatrician/midwife.
Okay, but so basically, we just want to make sure the pediatrician can see it and sign, and we could get a birth certificate. Because in terms of checking up, the midwives, we do all that, right? They will do the checkup. The day the day the baby comes out, and then maybe a day or two again, they come to your home. They do all the checkup the baby needs to check, all the first things that whatever, the blood work, all that stuff. They do all of that, so that's not an issue. We're not really worried about that. So the only thing was like, okay, we're looking into it because we need that for the birth certificate, and it's just kind of like, wow, that's not even something that I thought would be an issue. It's like, okay, do you have a new patient? Oh, here's a new patient. Can we come tomorrow? Sure. That's literally what I thought. It's like
Yeah.
even when you move out of state, you move to another state, like you find a new doctor. Oh, hi, doctor. Do you take patients? Okay, I'm coming. Like I've never thought it would be like, wait, you came from New York? Nah, we don't want you. You came from another state, another country? No, we don't want you. Like it literally kind of feels like that.
Yeah, so yeah, it was just so what I've been doing is just reading hopefully the pediatric center that we're looking into, that I've been looking to have a website where I could kind of look at their FAQs and things like that. Some of them do mention out of hospital birth babies and what to do. A lot of them say, they want to see the baby between like 1 to 3 days after the birth. But I think they say that not knowing that the midwife does all that.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot of miscommunication. It seems like, but what the practitioners do and what the midwives do and what the practitioners think the midwife can and cannot do.
Yeah.
I think they just think that they just did to get the baby and that's it.
And then that's it. Yeah.
Like that person not like any kind of medical professional,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Because it seems because a lot of them say, we gotta see them 1 to 3 months and do all the checkups and things. And when we went to the appointment, they said they do all that.
Yeah. Because honestly, there's an office that we saw, and I kind of want to go there. So we just have to, like, right now we have to double check if they would take transfer from a midwife also, because I do.
It's not even a transfer; it's just getting the documents.
The documents, yeah. If they take the document from the
Yeah.
midwife, because if that's the case, then I prefer, because I really want to go to them. And I also prefer that the midwife do the initial checkup, right? Because they see me, they love my baby, and they would do it with care. Because during this, people always DM me when I was, ranting on Instagram. This friend of mine said she gave birth at home, and then she called the pediatrician, and they said, okay, you need to come here tomorrow. So she went there. She was still new in the U.S. She went there, and she said it was so traumatic because they were treating her baby like it was some kind of like alien pricking him left and right, and it was so traumatizing for her. I don't want that kind of experience. I feel bad that she had to go through that. I don't want that. So the good thing is like the midwife could do all the blood work and all those initial tests that need to be done. So right now, I just want to make sure that the office that will take our baby after 10 days will be okay with those documents. I mean, honestly, they should be okay because like when
Well, you're talking should.
Yeah, 'cause
you should kind of stop that.
okay, well, hopefully they're
Yeah,
okay with it.
Yeah, because if you say should, you're putting your hopes are high, but a lot of these steps, it seems like it's kind of you don't do that, you don't do that, you don't do that.
Okay,
So
so hopefully, because
hopefully.
the test that the midwives are going to do, they send it to the state. Like they do all the blood work, whatever the case, and they send it to the state, and then we're going to get a result from the state. They don't even send that to their own, like I'm in a lab. No. They send it to the
I don't think you
state.
get the state results.
Huh?
I don't think you get state results.
I mean, that's what she mentioned today. She
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
we do-
no. She said she sends them off to the state, but I don't think the state's gonna send back results from it. I think they just want to know something. Because that's how I remember the other thing we had to do for the state.
No, we
But-
never got to do
no,
it
I know,
though.
but you remember that one?
Yeah.
Those results they don't give it back.
No, I
to
think
you.
they give it back.
No, they don't.
Okay, we'll
100%.
double check again. But I think it
No,
was this.
100%.
What's the point of then? Then what do you?
No, it's 100. They just want to know.
They want to know what?
They just want to whatever that test was. They just want to know you're negative for it.
Okay. I mean, that's not what I got from her today. But anyway, so hopefully whatever test the midwife are going to do and the documents are going to give us, that would be enough of a transfer because I kind of want to go to her. So that's what we are right now. So what we're going to do is like maybe tomorrow, whenever all of us get a chance to call again, or I'll call and then ask her if that works. If that works, perfect. But yeah, it's been very crazy. Like I've never thought this would be an issue, you know? And the only reason we actually even counting this is because like the recommendation that we got, those doctors don't take they don't take our insurance, or they don't even take insurance at all. So we are forced to kind of look outside of what they refer us to.
Yeah, like this is like to me this is it's not shocking because everything is run kind of everyone does it the same way. So when you do something outside of that way, you're gonna run into resistance.
Yeah.
So this stuff is like it's not like shocking, like oh my goodness, they won't take my bit. No, it's kind of like you're going outside the kind of the pipeline that's been set up and a lot of
Yeah.
women already take. So
Yeah.
so when they say we don't take that, it's like it's weird, but it's like okay, I understand because they've been doing it the same way. They don't want to, whatever risks, whatever monetary things going on. It's like they have their system, and when you do something outside of it, it's like what? Wait, you could do it different,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it doesn't surprise me, but it surprises Simone because
Yeah.
everything surprises Simone.
I mean, worst case scenario, the first initial visit that we need to do, we're gonna go to one of those pediatricians that was referred to us, and we're just gonna pay cash, and then hopefully the insurance will return it or something like that.
No, if it's in network, then it's an in network thing.
No, because the some of the pediatricians that were referred to us, they don't.
Oh, you mean those
don't
other
take
ones?
yeah.
Okay.
So if we get to the point where we can't really,
But like just like we said a while ago with the OB, I mean, you don't have to stick with one pediatrician.
so that's what I'm saying, right? I'm
Yeah.
saying like if let's say we really need to see a pediatrician, let's say this one says for instance she can't take us after 10 days because the papers are not really the good one, the documents not really what she wants, whatever, and we necessarily have to see a pediatrician. I'm saying like worst case scenario, we go see one of those pediatricians that don't take insurance, but we know would take us the one that like the midwife.
I already
refer-
have some that would take us.
That's what I'm. Oh my God, you listening?
No, because you said go to the pediatricians that wouldn't take us.
No,
that
would-
wouldn't take our insurance.
The one that don't take, we don't take our insurance,
Yeah.
but would take us. I
Yeah,
said
but I'm
worst case
saying
scenario.
there are pediatricians that do take our insurance that would take us. Mm-hmm. We could go there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not go with the one that doesn't take our insurance.
That's exactly what I said.
I know, but you're saying if worse comes to shove, we'll go to the ones that don't take our insurance, right?
Yeah, like the one that the no. Oh yeah, like the one because you remember at the beginning we said like the midwives refer to some practitioner
Yeah.
who don't take our insurance who are
Yeah.
more into like holistic
Yeah.
whatever. They don't take our insurance, so that's
Yeah.
why we started looking outside of those referrals.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Those referrals are outside per se because they don't take our insurance.
Okay, let me say this again. I'm saying right. This is why I'm starting. I'm starting like the midwives refer to few pediatricians.
That don't take our insurance.
They don't take our insurance.
insurance at all.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they will take us.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, right? So because they don't take out insurance, we were forced to look outside those referrals that were given to us
Okay.
and start looking at a pediatrician would take out insurance to see if they would take our case outside birth case, whatever.
Okay.
Right? So I'm
Okay.
saying
You're
like
wording it different than I'm used to.
so I'm
Okay.
saying like a worst case scenario, we have this bunch of doctors who don't take out insurance, but who would take us. So if we come to the point where we can't find one that we really like here, we still have this pool where we could go and just pay out of pocket.
Yeah, but how do you know you're gonna like them?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we can find, we still have
I know-
have backup
no,
plans.
yeah, but-
we don't have to stick with them
And we don't have. I understand what you're saying.
just for the beginning, because we
Yeah.
need that for the birth certificate stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I understand that, but I'm saying those referrals that they gave us, like to me, is not an option
Why is that an option?
because it's one. None of them are. Well, one is close, but we have because you'll say they take our insurance. They won't take our insurance, but they'll take our baby because they know the out of birth stuff. Mm-hmm. I have some that will take our insurance that does take our baby situation. Mm-hmm. So we can go to them first,
Yeah.
get the initial, then go to the one you want to go to.
Okay. So the reason why I'm saying that because, like, for instance, like the one that was in Glendale, we haven't gotten in touch with somebody per se.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other one that's in Lashman that we found a lady that, we want to go to her.
Yeah.
They stay after 10 days. Right.
Yeah.
It's
But
not really.
remember, I have the one in Pasadena
Okay.
that I spoke to that said, we're good. Just come after a certain amount of time. The one in Glendale, they're the one that say come in 3 days. So there's two we have.
Okay.
That takes our insurance.
Yeah, all I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
worst case scenario, I would like to think that the referral that the midwives gave us should be, might find 1 or 2 person there. I don't and at least we know also those pediatricians are used to the clients, like, are
Yeah,
used
no, I
to mom
understand that.
coming
Yeah,
from
I
there.
understand
So that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
worst case scenario, we have that pool of doctor we could kind of maybe hopefully go and pick one from.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, because to me, they're like a plan Z. Like I have plan B and C, and I'm gonna find like a D.
Okay.
Like I don't want to go to them because they're out of pocket, and I'm not trying to do anything medical lady out of pocket.
Listen,
is expensive.
if at the end of the day it comes down to what's better for the baby, if we need to go there, then we're
no,
gonna go there.
but the thing is, like, it's out of pocket for medical stuff.
I know, but I'm saying
whatever is good for the baby. I mean, I
That's-
understand
that's
that.
what we're
but
gonna do.
But what we can afford is also an issue. So
That's
I'm not going
true.
to out of pocket.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it's not out of pocket that's precedent. It's the baby that's precedent. If it comes to the point where we need to go there because that's better for the baby, then we do that, and then out of pocket we'll deal with that later. We're not gonna
We
start
deal
with
that now.
But I'm saying, oh my God, you're not listening to what I'm
You
saying.
said later, like we have
When
to.
I say later, I don't mean like, oh my God, in 2 or 5 years. I'm just
No, I'm
kind of
talking
saying.
about like now we have to pay for it because I'm sure with them you have to do like a whole plan because they don't have one-time visits. If you looked into, I looked into them.
Okay, because you did. Well, I haven't. That's my mistake. I mean, that's what you're doing all this time. Like,
Yeah,
looking
because
at
I'm
those
looking
stuff.
because they do packages.
Oh.
Like, it's like personal training. It's a package thing.
Okay, so all I'm saying, if that ends up being an option, I'm not gonna sit here and say the money is bigger than what we take care of a baby and then we worry about the money. That's all I'm saying. Okay, moving on.
Nah, I don't see that, but I understand what you're saying. Like I understand what you're saying, but the way I'm looking at it is like, yeah, we gotta do. They come hand in hand.
Because I'm also like, for instance, anyway, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, this baby's gonna get the best care. That's it.
Yeah, I understand that. This is how we talk. So I'm not cutting this or nothing. This is how we talk. We just go back and forth.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
All I'm just saying, like, the baby's gonna get the best care. Like, money afterwards. Listen, I'm about to start selling mangoes outside the street,
Yeah.
on the sidewalk, and then you could
I'm
since you're
playing my ukulele.
you could carry water because it's expensive. It's heavy. We could start selling cold water to people
But
or
yeah.
something. Go to game.
But these are the conversations we have.
Yeah.
Like we just literally had a conversation about it, and this is how we kind of brainstorm and things like that,
Yeah,
and
'cause
develop a plan.
I mean, on my part, I haven't been looking in any of the pediatrician per se. Like, I'm not the one calling. He's the one doing all those calls and reporting that back to me. So
Simone just throws her feelings out.
yes, because
and that's how I navigate all these
I
people.
have all the feelings, right? And then he would say, so I found this person, this is what, this is not a third, this is what they told me. I'm like, you know what, I don't like that. Next. I found this other person, I don't like that. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't, like, yeah. Or if I feel like you call them, and then I also go, when he tells me I found this person, I go online, look at the reviews and kind of see if what other mom said, whatever the case is. And if I feel like I don't like one or two things there, we're not going there. I'm not gonna, I don't want to go to jail. I'm not taking my kid. I'm not taking my kid to no, because some people like,
No, I understand. You just
yeah,
the way you
like,
said it. He's like, I'm not going to jail. I was like, wait, what
I'm
are you
not going
doing?
to jail because like some comments, some of the mama will comment back into my stories. They were like, yeah, they took the baby and then they were like treating you like you are alien or something like that. No, you're not gonna mistreat my child. It's just not happening. So that's another reason why I said, worst come to show. Worst come to show? Is that what they say?
Worst come to worst?
Worst come to worst? Okay. Worst come to worst, I would rather find the money and go to the holistic doctors who are used and who care about whatever the case. Like, I know you're like, money. I'm like, I'd rather do that and go to those doctors knowing that I'll be at peace, right? But I have my eye on one doctor and I hope that works out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my 3 cents.
Okay.
Oh my God, this kid is moving a lot.
Well,
like, why are you guys yelling?
So yes, that's our dilemma.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is not ongoing, but
yeah. So if you're also giving birth at home, you're in the same journey as us.
How did you find your pediatrician?
How did you find a pediatrician? How did you find a pediatrician? Did you have to encounter this? Like,
did you interview them? What you do in the interview? What you
Yeah.
asked? Yeah, just common things.
Does
if you did a home birth, what you do?
Yeah. Does your
What
state?
did you do?
Yeah. Does your state requires a pediatrician to sign off for you to get a birth certificate, or
Do you even
it
know
doesn't
about
really
that?
matter? Do you know? About, yeah. Like, what did you do? What are you doing? Let us know, because this was
Something that took us from left field. Now we're just trying to navigate.
Even though I know like 1 or 2 people gave birth at home, it's only now because I voiced it that they say, oh yeah, by the way, this is what happened, So yeah, if you are in the same predicament, you hadn't looked into it, this would be a good time to kind of like see if you will have the same hiccups as us, or maybe
especially
you might
if you're a
not.
first-time parent, because usually people with their second child, they probably have one on deck already.
Yeah,
and use the same one.
Yeah, the pediatrician might just
So
go
if
to
you're
them.
a first time having your first, how's your process going? How did you find someone?
Yeah.
Did you do recommendations? Did you search online?
Yeah.
Do you call around?
Did you know about this?
Yeah.
Is this your first time finding out about this? But yeah, that's pretty much this video. Right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all
it.
I wanted to do. Just
Yeah,
bring this up.
I was like shocked. Like I still can't believe their doctor would say, no, we don't want to take you because you gave birth at
Didn't
home.
get any answer, any callbacks or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, how could you not want a new patient for
17 years.
yeah, it's like, how could you
Potentially 17, 18
yeah,
years.
it doesn't make any sense. It's just like I have so many questions.
Yeah.
So many questions about it. Like in my head, I'm like, what could be the possible reason for that to happen? And then, okay, so another thing also, right? I think someone mentioned something about liability or insurance things. Okay, so first of all, me giving birth with my midwife is because I'm at
Low risk?
low risk, right? I don't have, there's no any red flag, anything like that. If there were, they wouldn't even take me. That's number one, right? And they check on my baby all the time. Number two, if they were to see something along this journey, they would refer me out. Now, the day of delivery, if something were to happen to me, there's something else, they would still refer me out into, they're not going to take me to the OB. They're going to take me like 911 and like, ambulance into to the ER. That's where they're going to take me. And obviously, if there's something wrong with the baby, I will be in the hospital. The hospital could just like do what they do. Then there would be like a doctor trained in trauma, like, would be the one taking care of me and the baby. So in my head, I'm like, okay, midwife are sworn to do that.
I don't think they know.
Okay, well, so I don't know if they do know that. So in my head, I'm like, a midwife is not in my head. Like, a midwife is not going to go through unless everything is like nice and peachy. So I don't know. So I guess maybe there might be a disconnect because in my head, I'm thinking that they probably know because
I think,
some hospitals do have midwives, right? Some hospitals do have midwives who are working. Like one of my midwives, she works with the center and she also works in a hospital. So I would like to think that's what I'm going to say. I would like to think that they they know that us giving birth at home or the birth center because everything went well. If it was an emergency, you don't call your, even if you're giving birth at a hospital, right? And your pediatrician was supposed to come and maybe check the baby. If there's an emergency, they don't call your pediatrician. They're going to look for a trauma doctor there in a hospital and take care of your baby. They're going to be like, oh, it's like even when you go to do a checkup, right? And then the doctor, you go to the doctor and then they say, oh my God, this is like your heart is shooting up. The doctor's going to be like, oh, 911. It's going to ship you out. Like you're not going to stay there with your primary care doctor. So I'm like, the same thing applies to babies. A baby comes as a new patient. You do the first screening. Okay, there's nothing alarming. You're good. But if I gave birth with a midwife, she said, oh my God, there's something wrong. 911, ship you to an ER.
Yeah. But
So
you're like, the way you're saying it makes sense in a perfect world.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah.
just don't understand
Like,
why
but things
it's
like,
not.
I think you keep trying to connect the dot that you think the doctors know what midwives do.
I think they know. I think they
I think
just don't.
I think they absolutely don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think they don't. I think they don't know about the window that they're allowed to give birth in. I don't think they know about they can only be low risk. I don't think they know about that midwives have certifications. I think some do, but I think like the older doctors, maybe some of the younger, think outside the box doctors know.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about like the doctors that go through school, understand their craft, and just do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's like going to a doctor and almost like asking them for like nutrition stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, lose weight. That's it. Lose weight. Run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say midwives out of the way, you give them,
I
and
mean,
they all
that's
scare you into
true.
doing that. So
That's
I
true.
think
Like,
like
they
the
might
disconnect.
not know.
Yeah, I think there is a major disconnect because they don't learn about regular births as we researched.
Yeah, especially the OB, right? Like they.
Yeah, they don't
I mean,
study
yeah.
regular. It's like they go from this operation, and you might venture out because a lot of nurses turn midwives. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, it's like it's that reason why they go midwives because it's like it's more holistic. It's better for the woman and the baby and all that stuff. So
and then one of the documentary we were watching, the doctor was saying like we asked them like if somebody were asking them if they ever witnessed a natural birth, they were like maybe once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
And just to me, it's kind of like how you an OB and you never witnessed a natural birth.
Yeah,
it's
so-
kind of like. Okay, so I guess it makes sense that like sure, if you take an example, if you wanna change your nutrition in terms of like whatever the case is, you go to a certified nutritionist, right? A nurse and nutritionist. If you go to the doctor, if that's not his or her scope of training,
Yeah.
they might just say, okay, you need to just eat well, you need to move, you need to whatever the
Yeah,
case is, but they're
just
not
do
gonna,
it.
yeah, they're not gonna. You don't go to a doctor unless that's that kind of doctor, obviously, but you don't just go to your primary care and say. Whatever, no, you need to go to a certified nutritionist doctor or nurse for a
and remember
specific
also
thing.
doctors are all about quick fix per se.
Yeah.
Medicine boom.
Yeah.
The delivery is like okay as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Where the
Yeah,
midwife
from what we watch.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the midwife is about going through understanding the
Yeah.
process and going through the whole process.
It's like I feel like the midwife is like she's a medical coach. Like a medical coach who's not trying to rush your process.
Yeah.
She wants you to do what you can.
It's
minimal intervention.
It's almost well in our field. It's Instagram fitness versus functional fitness.
You know what?
You know what I
think
mean?
so, yeah.
Functional fitness is the long road, but
It's
it
like that's-
works out the best at
the
the
best
end.
is like it gives
Instagram
you-
fitness is about taking drugs, looking the part, angles, and all that stuff, and looking like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So like
But you know how to get the results, but
Yeah.
it's like the fast track.
I mean,
result.
okay, we're not doctors yet. This is all from documentary we watched. The business
Yeah,
of
we're not.
birth.
Yeah, we're just going off research and all that stuff. We're not trained professionals in doctoring.
Yeah. So this is just our let. So if
But
you
we
watch,
do understand the circumstances of what Simone giving birth in.
yeah.
So, don't play
I mean,
with
it's a
us.
whole system. It's a whole system,
Yeah.
right? You're not gonna go there and say this doctor is bad, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. No, it's a whole system. Like a friend of mine works in the hospital. She told me like, listen, the reason why your OB can only see you for 10, 15 minutes because the insurance is making sure she only sees you for 10 to 15 minutes. So some doctors might be flexible and fight for more for the patient. Some doctor might not be, but that's the case. If the insurance say if you want to take 2 hours, that's your problem. We're not paying you for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then you have all those medical bills, whatever. You're like, all right, you gotta go.
Yeah.
So, but I just know like from what we watch, also like the medical, like in the hospital, they want a turnover. They want those beds to
Yeah.
be out.
They want you in a bed, then want you out the
They
bed.
want you out of bed, in and out, in and out, When with the midwife, it's kind of like, no, we're just going to coach you. We're going to let your body do what it's supposed to do and et cetera,
and
et
go
cetera.
through the process.
And go through the process, right? And
Yep.
then if you give a birth at home, then it's like also there's no like you're not on a time.
Yeah.
Like as in, okay, how long has it been? When did your water break? How come you're not this
Yeah.
there's none of that. So that's what we gather so far. But yeah, so if you gave birth at home, how did you go about, you know, pediatrician and then your birth certificate, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. All right.
But that's
Let's
our
wrap it
rant.
up.
Yeah, that's our
Right?
rant for today.
That's our rant. That's how we argue. They're not really arguing. It's a back
That's
and
how we
forth.
back and forth. Yeah, because
That's how we do.
I want to make sure that he got what I said.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just kind of like, okay. Sometimes I'm like, no, let's. I know I my English is not as I know like not even my English. I know like sometimes the way I say things and the way I have it in my head, it's kind of like what, and then it's like what,
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, because sometimes we say the same thing, but because you're coming this way, I'm coming that way, it's
Yeah.
like, wait, what are you guys talking about?
But sometimes you say the wrong words, and I'm like, well, you said this, right?
Just like you say, my name is Simone.
Yeah.
And you meant to say my name is Oliver. All right.
All right.
Anyway, thanks. If you're still here,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the
Subscribe button,
and the little
notification
notification bell.
hit the comments up
Yes.
if you choose to.
Yeah, if this video you think might be helpful for somebody who's going through the same thing who might have thought about pediatrician, you can share that with them. Any questions, ask us below.
Yep.
And then mostly Oliver is on YouTube. I'm mostly on Instagram, but I'm trying to like more and more answer questions on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate you. Until next time.
My name is Oliver.
And I'm Simone. Au revoir.
We're out of here. Peace.